also went on about 30 dates.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely.
It was just an ordeal.
Yeah.
She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at all. No clue. No idea.
That it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I really like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
I said to her, this is going to be revolutionary because it's been looked at as though men were the perpetrators and women were the victims.
Ultimately, Ned told most of his dates that he was Nora. Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end, actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
Please.
But after 18 months of deception, she was unraveling. They're checked into a hospital with severe depression. Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need.
This feminist literally went undercover, pretended to be a man, to date women. And the results? Absolutely humbling. She thought she was about to expose men. She thought she'd gather evidence to prove how easy men have it, how toxic they are in dating, how they're the problem. But instead, she found out the hard truth. Women aren't as innocent as they pretend to be. She got ghosted. She got lied to. She got used. She got judged for her appearance. She experienced the very same emotional games that men have been calling out for years. And at the end of it all, she admitted it. Men were right. She said dating as a man was brutal. She said the emotional labor was exhausting. She said women were rude, entitled, and dismissive. She couldn't believe how shallow and critical they were. She literally walked away from the experience defeated and finally understood what men have been dealing with this whole time. But the irony? Men get called bitter for sharing the same truth she just discovered. Ladies, when even feminists admit that dating from a man's perspective is brutal, maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop blaming men for everything and start holding each other accountable. Because when a woman becomes a man to prove men are the problem and ends up proving herself wrong, that's not a revelation. That's karma.
When you're listening to a man and he pauses, count to 30, and he'll likely keep going. If you interrupt him, you'll never hear what he truly has to say. I started practicing it, and I would just shut the sometimes, and it would be like, whoa, the things that men would share with me.